2021, 2022.
That is meteorological winter, which ends at the end of February. So, of course, we're headed out camping. We're gonna go see where we can get to. We've had a little bit of recent snow over the last week, but it's not even supposed to freeze overnight tonight, so perfect time to get out and about. We'll see where we end up. So we're out cruising around here, and we kind of came upon this ridge. I thought it was going to be covered in juniper, but it's actually an island of ponderosa pine way out here in the desert, quite far from the national forest and the forest land that's out here, a few miles out. And it looks like these guys are kind of hanging out on this. What this ridge is made up of is all sand, so kind of reminiscent of the lost forest, which actually isn't too far from here. But this is just a little island of old growth pine, and there's been a few that have been cut, some younger ones in a thinning project, and looks like they grow pretty well out here. So anyway, kind of a neat little anomaly out in the high desert. We're gonna spend the night here on this ridge. We just walked out through the extent of these pines just to kind of check it out. It's like a couple old bed frames out here. Must be the kitchen area. Fridge. Stove. Oh, we got bunk bed right there. Little trailer. Converted from a old pickup bed, I guess. Pretty interesting. Old pines way out here, surrounded by desert. Luckily the BLM's done a little bit of thinning out here and leaves us with some good firewood, huh? Tonight's dinner was brought to you by two partners, Camp Chef and Boone's Farm. The ground beef came from Boone's Farm. Thanks, Boone.
Hey, we are going to do pie iron again tonight. This time we're going to do little meatloaves. And then we've got a baked potato there sitting there on the coals. But these little meatloaves are pretty doggone good. They've got barbecue sauce in there and hamburger and pork sausage.
Variation on Cosmo's recipe. The only difference would be They normally go on a loaf pan and then you cook them on the smoker. And we decided we would use the same recipe but put them in a pie iron. So we got these little preformed 4-inch pans and made some up yesterday. And they're kind of going from partially frozen. And we will see if this thing is going to close or not. But we want to be sure. Yep, it's going to be darn close.
The last weekend in February, so it's still kind of cold outside, but this fire feels pretty darn good.
So we've got Cosmo's meatloaf going in. Looks like we made them just about the right size to fill out the pie iron. I was thinking 30 minutes, but it may be closer to 45 minutes or an hour. We'll just have to see how it goes. So that's the beauty of the pie iron. You never quite know. So here we go.
We're getting ready to check out the pie iron meatloaves.
Side one.
That looks pretty darn good.
Pretty good. Side two. Oop.
A little stuck. I would say those are pretty good.
I think they're good. That side might be a little hot, but I think we're done. We've flipped those about every 5 to 10 minutes for about an hour.
Meatloaf and baked potato.
It's gonna be good. Meatloaf turned out really good. Baked potatoes just right after quite a little bit of time on the fire. So we're gonna dig in. Probably see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. Had wind all night long, but didn't get too cold, so we were good. We're gonna make up a little coffee this morning, and maybe go for a little walk, and that's gonna be it for the trip. Well, we were blown out this morning. The wind has been whipping and whipping, and so we're packing it in for the weekend, but it was nice to get out and about. Super quiet out here as far as nobody else around, so it was a good little weekend getaway.
Mm-hmm. And really, who's going to be camping the end of February except for us, right?
Yeah, so this will be our last winter camping until December, but we've had some pretty good outings, and this was night 20 so far in 2022, so it's good to be out. And with that, I guess we'll sign off, and we'll see you on the trail.